Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. Coverage team brings down the returner. So Pittsburgh's offense in a tricky spot here thanks to that poor return. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. This time, a completion. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. The Panthers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To the air. It's Holstein. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after the completion.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
He breaks free. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So Notre Dame's offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Here comes a handoff. Eludes a tackle. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Tackled at the 40, that'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Carr. Escapes the pocket. The ball to the ground. It's a turnover.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Bringing pressure. Look at a scramble. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. The Panthers will line up to boot it away. That's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. Offense showing a bunch formation now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Young. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to pass. It's Carr. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, that's exactly how you want to get this game started. First drive of the game to get 6 points. That's going to get these Irish fans fired up. And you know Touchdown Jesus is enjoying his view.
And the point after is good. The turn begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Breaking through defenders. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
The field goal is good. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. The back's got it on a counter. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Using his legs, it's Young.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. Finding some room with the 25. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option.
Boy, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
They'll bring him down just short of the 20. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll give it to the back. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out past the 30. Tremendous toughness here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. Stopped quickly after the catch, but it's 1st and goal now at the 7.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Back to throw. It's Carr. It's a quick grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the point after is right down the middle. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Encroachment. Defense. Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. Offense getting set. It's second down. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. To throw, it's Holstein. He's running out of time here. And a sophomore making an impact play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. And he drops back in the gun. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So 2 losses in a row. It's in a tough spot. Third and very long. They call the counter run here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to float this one to the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain in that completion.
Oh, just short of the end zone. But a big play from this offense. Now we're going to see if this defense can just hold him to 3.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Now it's second down here. Dropping back. It's Holstein. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Hands it off on the counter. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Panthers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more of the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown continues. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
The setback was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down?
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The Panthers will line up to punt it away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Testing the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? On the ground, it's Young. Fighting off the defender. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Grab down the middle. It's Hall. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little or slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on 4th down, come up with a conversion, and keep those sticks moving.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Irish. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
To the air, it's Holstein. Defense is coming after him. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the 1st down. The Panthers will have to kick it away. On the punt now for the 6th time today. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. Here's the 2nd down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackle made, but it's enough for the 1st down. A well-executed option play.
That's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And the running back takes the handoff.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be 4th down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. We'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this 4th down play.
Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Smith. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 8-yard line. Second down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. And this one is getting ugly. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts from inside the 20. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. And they put something together with this drive. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit. So the offense declines the penalty after the big play. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Receiver makes the catch. He's swarmed by the defense.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? The 30. At the 20. Inside the 10. That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. And it'll be Smother right at the line for no gain.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On the run here. Let's it go. It's a short completion of the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
And he's got his man open downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and the receptor playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And the point after is right down the middle.
49, hit 10.
Bringing it out, it's Hall. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here? And now a carry here for the fullback. They'll tackle him at the 27.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
The big fullback's got it here. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Important second down play coming up. They'll work the clock here with their running game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So they bring him down. They tried to run for it on 3rd and long. A cautious play call doesn't work. And the offense will stay out there. They are 2 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. They're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up.
Touchdown, Irish. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This has been a long afternoon for this offense. All that's left, try to get some consolation points here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He'll try a pass here. Catch made on the right side.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. Good enough for the 1st down to the 37. A new set of downs after that completion.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. And that catch is hauled in. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even